On a gentle hill beneath a bright moon, Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat looked up with curiosity. Suddenly, they noticed the moon had lost some of its glow. Sky Blue Cat said softly, "We must find out what's happening." They climbed atop Wise Old Oak, who had lived long enough to see many mysteries. Wise Old Oak whispered, "It seems the night sprite is sad tonight." Determined, Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat set out to find Night Sprite. At the edge of a shimmering lake, Night Sprite sat alone, looking lonely. "Why are you sad, Night Sprite?" asked Yellow Dog kindly. "I lost my star necklace," Night Sprite sighed. "It helps the moon shine." "We'll help you," Sky Blue Cat promised, eyes twinkling. Together, they searched beneath rocks, through bushes, and around the lake. Yellow Dog's nose twitched, sensing something sparkling beneath the water. Carefully, Sky Blue Cat dipped a paw into the cool water and pulled out the glowing necklace. Night Sprite smiled brightly, and instantly the moon began to glow brighter. Grateful and happy, Night Sprite waved goodbye as Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat returned home, knowing friendship had made the night brighter.
The Magical Forest Adventure. One day, Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat wandered into the magical forest. The trees glowed with soft, twinkling lights. "Wow, this place is amazing," said Yellow Dog, his eyes wide with wonder. Suddenly, a rabbit hopped over. "Welcome," said the rabbit. A squirrel and a deer appeared too, looking worried. "We need your help," said the squirrel. "The light in our forest is fading," explained the deer. "The glowing tree is losing its magic." Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat looked at each other. "We'll help you fix it," they said together. Sparkling lights appeared and started to guide them. "Follow us," said the rabbit. They reached the glowing tree. It looked dim and sad. "We need to find the missing glow gems to restore its light," said the squirrel. Yellow Dog sniffed around and found the first glow gem under a bush. Sky Blue Cat climbed a tree and found the second glow gem in a nest. The woodland creatures found the last glow gem in a sparkling stream. They placed the glow gems in the glowing tree. Slowly, it started to shine brightly again. "We did it!" everyone cheered. The forest was bright and magical again. "Thank you for helping us," said the deer. As the sun set, it was time to go. "Goodbye, friends." Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat waved. "We'll never forget our magical forest friends," said Sky Blue Cat, curling up for a cozy sleep. Now we are going to learn how to count. 1 cat. 1. 2 dogs. 1. 2. 3 pigs. 1. 2. 3. 4 hedgehogs. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5 dinosaurs. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6 sheep. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7 hamsters. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8 rabbits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 monkeys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 birds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Welcome to Candy Castle, a magical fortress of marshmallows and licorice where every candy flavor shines. But one day, trouble began brewing in the land of candy. In the quiet shadows of the lollipop forest, Bitter Bumble felt left out. Why does no one notice me? He wondered. Maybe my sour can change things. With a flick of his wand, Bitter Bumble began turning the world sour. The once sweet candy castle grew dull, and the candy creatures felt the change. But Sky Blue Cat and Yellow Dog knew what to do. "We must find the source of this sour magic and restore balance," said Sky Blue Cat. Their journey took them through magical meadows and forests filled with candy wonders. But they noticed hints of sourness creeping into the once bright world. First, they faced the licorice labyrinth, where every twist held a clue. Clues left by Bitter Bumble that revealed his longing to be noticed. Each clue reminded them that differences could create harmony. Next, the Lollipop Grove tested their understanding with riddles about friendship and acceptance. "We're learning how to blend all flavors," said Yellow Dog, wagging his tail. Finally, they found Bitter Bumble, alone in the shadowy woods, his sour wand dim and his heart heavy. "Why have you turned the world sour?" asked Sky Blue Cat. "I just wanted to be noticed. I thought my sourness didn't matter," said Bitter Bumble. "Every flavor has its place," said Sky Blue Cat. "Sour can make sweet even better." Together, they blended sour with sweet, restoring balance and harmony to Candy Castle. Bitter Bumble learned that his sourness added something special to the sweetness. Candy Castle shone brighter than ever, a perfect mix of flavors embraced by all. And so, the friends returned home, their hearts full of the sweet lesson. Every flavor makes the world complete. In Candy Castle, kindness and acceptance brought the perfect blend of sweetness. The end.
Piggle was a bundle of giggles, splish-splashing in his favorite mud puddle. But oh no! His beloved plush piglet, Piggy, was missing. Has someone taken Piggy? Piggle, with a magnifying glass in hand, declared firmly, "We must find this thief." His friends, Porky and Grisa, agreed. "We will find Piggy," they exclaimed together. They immediately began their exciting search, ready to solve the mystery. They rummaged through haystacks and then sneaked into the old barn. In the tool shed, there was wonderful chaos. Tools, gardening equipment, and old pots were scattered everywhere. "Will we ever find your toy?" Grisa said worriedly. In the storage area, there was so much fun to climb on. They climbed ladders, boxes, and shelves. But despite all the fun climbing, they found no trace of Piggle's toy. In the kitchen, they peeked under the table, behind large bags of flour, and inside all the cabinets. No toy. The piglets were getting very worried. But then, near the grand old oak tree, Piggle's eyes sparkled with memory. I remember now, he squealed. He had hidden Piggy under the roots to keep him dry on a rainy day. Gently, Piggle retrieved Piggy from his hiding spot and hugged him close. Mystery solved, he cheered. The other piglets danced around, celebrating. It turned out, Piggle had just forgotten where he'd put Piggy. What a silly, wonderful day, Piggle laughed. Reunited with Piggy, Piggle felt complete. He played until the stars twinkled in the sky. As night swept over the farm, the piglets slept under the stars. Piggle dreamed sweet dreams about his dear toy, Piggy. Once upon a time, in a world blanketed in glistening white snow, there lived 3 little piglets named Piggy, Porky, and Grisa. Snow, snow, everywhere snow, exclaimed Piggy. The 3 little piglets loved playing out in the snow. Thick blankets of snow covered the forest. It was the night before Christmas Eve, and all the piglets were excited. The piglets jumped and bounced around, having so much fun. They could hardly wait to celebrate Christmas at Grandma's house. "Oh no, the car is completely covered in snow," Grisa exclaimed. "How will we get to Grandma's now?" "We absolutely can't miss Grandma's Christmas," declared Grisa. The piglets were worried, but quickly came up with a plan. "Let's go through the magical forest. It will be an adventure." Soon, the piglets reached the shimmering candy cane forest, where they munched on candy canes until their tummies were round and happy. The sweetness of the candy canes made them thirsty. But they were thrilled when they found a bubbling river of hot chocolate and marshmallows. Grisa's eyes widened with worry. "How will we get across the river?" she blurted out. "Piggy hasn't learned to swim yet." As if answering their worries, a magical fairy appeared, her wings shimmering with frosty dust. "You're almost there," the fairy exclaimed, sprinkling fairy dust on the piglets. "Wow, we're really flying," said Porky as they suddenly began to float above the ground. "We're going to fly above the clouds," Porky cheered with a laugh. "This is so much fun." As their wonderful flight neared its end, Grisa pointed excitedly towards the horizon. "Look there," she exclaimed. "Grandma's cozy cottage, right down there." With a sense of relief and delight, they reached Grandma's house. Grandma stood outside, waving happily as they arrived. It was so cozy inside the house. Their eyes lit up at the sight of all the Christmas presents, and the Christmas tree was so beautifully decorated. With a "ho ho ho," Santa Claus made his entrance. The piglets eagerly gathered around Santa. Story time was finally here, and the piglets loved stories. The piglets were now very tired. As they lay down to sleep, Porky whispered, "Best adventure ever." The 3 Little Pigs and Their Train Adventure. 3 little pigs, Porky, Piggle, and Grisa are walking through the countryside as they come across a train station. Porky says, "Look, a train station. Let's go see the trains." Grisa says, "I've always wanted to drive a train. Can we try?" Piggle says, "Let's do it. We can be train drivers for the day." The pigs climb into the cab of the train and take a seat. They put on their conductor hats and grab the controls. Porky says, "Choo-choo, all aboard." Grisa says, "I'm ringing the bell, ding ding ding." Piggle says, "And I'm blowing the whistle, toot toot toot." The train sets off on its journey, rolling through fields and past animals waving from the side of the track. Porky says, "We're doing it. We're driving the train." Grisa says, "Look, there's a herd of cows, moo moo." Piggy says, "And there's a flock of chickens, bok bok." The train comes to a stop at a station, where a group of children are waiting to board. The pigs help them find their seats. Porky says, "All aboard. Next stop, fun and adventure." Grisa says, "Don't forget to wave to your friends as we pass by." Piggy says, "And hold on tight. We're going to have a wild ride." The train sets off again, going faster and faster. The pigs whoop and holler, having the time of their lives. Porky says, "This is the best day ever." Grisa says, "I'm never going to forget our train adventure." Piggy says, "Me neither, choo-choo."
Three Little Sheep. Once upon a time, there were 3 little sheep named Fluffy, Woolly, and Baba. They lived on a beautiful green farm with their farmer, who took care of them and made sure they had plenty of fresh grass to eat. One sunny day, Fluffy, Woolly, and Baba decided to go on an adventure. They climbed over the fence and started to explore the big, wide world beyond the farm. As they walked, they came across a big pond. Fluffy was scared to go near the water, but Woolly and Baba wanted to see what was in the pond. They convinced Fluffy to come with them, and when they got closer, they saw that the pond was filled with colorful fish. They had so much fun watching the fish swim around. Next, they came across a field of wildflowers. Fluffy, Woolly, and Baba loved the bright colors and sweet smell of the flowers. They ran and played in the field, enjoying the beautiful day. As the sun began to set, the 3 little sheep realized it was time to head back to the farm. They were tired and a little muddy, but they had a great adventure. When they got back to the farm, the farmer was happy to see them safe and sound. From then on, Fluffy, Woolly, and Baba knew that adventures were not only fun, but that it was also important to explore the world around them. After this big and tiring adventure, all the 3 little sheep fell asleep very quickly.
In a world where fantasy and reality intertwine, Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat lived in a quaint village surrounded by endless fields and mysterious forests. Suddenly, they hear a loud crash nearby. "Let's check," said Yellow Dog. "I think it came from our backyard," said Sky Blue Cat. In their backyard, they found a small spaceship, sleek and shimmering with advanced technology. Inside the spaceship, Zorb sits holding a dim and broken orb. "Thank you for finding me. My name is Zorb. I got lost because my orb is broken. It's how I navigate through space," said Zorb. "Don't worry, Zorb. We'll help you get back home," said Sky Blue Cat. They attach the device to the spaceship and activate Zorb's orb. The ship activated. "We're off into space." "Oh no, asteroids ahead." "The device worked. We're safe." "Oh no, a robotic guard is blocking our path." Quickly, Yellow Dog grabbed a shiny spoon to distract the guard. The plan worked. While the guard was distracted by the spoon, they safely flew past. "We made it, home at last." "Thank you for your help. Take these glasses to examine the stars." "You're welcome. Safe travels." "Let's look at the stars. The universe is amazing."
Rainbow Adventure, The Missing Puppies. One sunny day, Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat saw something surprising, a notice board filled with pictures of missing puppies. "Oh no," they gasped, looking at each other with wide eyes. Seeking clues, Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat chatted with birds overhead. "The puppies are on a cloud," tweeted a helpful bird. They thanked the birds, their hearts set on a cloud-bound rescue. "We must help them," said Sky Blue Cat. They found a map showing a rainbow and places around. "This rainbow will lead us to the puppies," Yellow Dog pointed with a paw. On the rainbow, it was slippery and foggy. They jumped over big raindrops and slid under fluffy clouds. "We can do it," they encouraged each other, never stopping. Gliding across clouds, Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat turned mist into adventure. "Cloud skiing is amazing," Sky Blue Cat meowed. They zoomed towards the puppies, their laughter echoing through the sky. At last, they saw the puppies on a cloud. The little ones looked scared but safe. "Don't worry, we're here," Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat said with gentle smiles. Carefully, they helped the puppies off the cloud. Some they carried, and some followed, hopping happily. "You're safe now," they said, leading them home. Back on the ground, everyone celebrated. Friends and family cheered, hooray for Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat. The puppies wagged their tails, happy to be home. Walking back, Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat led the puppies through the meadow, their paws growing weary. "Just a bit more," encouraged Yellow Dog, as they all dreamed of rest. "Time for a nap," laughed Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat, watching the puppies yawn. They all snuggled together, tired but happy after their big adventure.
Once upon a time in a sunny park, there was a playful pup named Yellow Dog. He loved chasing balls and exploring new places. One day, Yellow Dog found something shiny, a kite. It was decorated with colorful feathers that sparkled in the sunlight. "Wow, look at this kite! It's so pretty. I want to fly it all by myself." "But Yellow Dog, the kite belongs to someone. We should find its owner." As they examined the kite, they noticed some feathers were loose. "These must be the ones making the trail," said Sky Blue Cat. "Let's follow them to find the owner." "Look at these shiny feathers. They must lead somewhere." "Yes, let's follow them. Maybe we'll find the owner." I saw the little girl lose her kite. Follow the feathers towards the stream. "Thank you, little friend. We'll follow your clue." The trail of feathers led them to a little girl who was crying. "Don't cry, we found your kite." "Thank you so much. I thought I lost my special kite forever." "You're welcome. We're happy we could help." And so, the little girl flew her kite high in the sky with the help of Yellow Dog and Sky Blue Cat. And they all lived happily ever after.